Log in. They have to do a double battle in the gym, and then it's Wattson. And this time I've calced the fights beforehand. Not completely, so I will be going over the plan and like checking I did everything correctly, or at least it's as good as it can be, because of course like Wattson isn't riskless. But yeah, let's advance. So let's start by showing why I need Ape right now. So I will spend a rare candy to bring Ape above the level cap, which means I have to also spend the scales for fake out and overheat right now. But well, that's something I was going to do anyways. Yeah, this is the calc. Let's change it to singles, go to Wattson. Okay. The main thing here is that this team has a couple very dangerous mons I can't really deal with, because all my ground types are ass. That includes Gligar and Palpitoad, and in evolving to Seismitoad using a candy doesn't really solve this problem. There's nothing that 1v1 0 consistently, like easily. This guy just dies to coverage. And this guy does deal so little damage. Even with a defense drop from close combat somehow, it doesn't deal enough. I know this is Shuka Berry, but it doesn't, like, not killing after 2 hits. With a super effective move on a mon with low defense, just shows how bad this is. So the Tiara situation is very difficult. Also the Ampharos situation, because I have bad ground types, is basically the same thing. Like, none of them fight this guy. Again, they deal too little damage. None of my options, even evolving, they just deal no damage. So I found a very unlikely option, which is Cloyster. With skill link, it doesn't show well in the calc because it thinks it calcs with, it shows the thing with 3. But Cloyster kills with the normal dice because Mega Ampharos is really slow. Even my minus speed Cloyster kills, which is like very important here because, as you can see, it just dies to any single move. So the main question is, how will you switch this guy in? I will go through that over that later. But right now, here's the solution for Ampharos, Mega Ampharos. The solution for this Ciara is, oh, by the way, faster than everything you can have at this point in the game, and faster than probably most mons, because this base speed is crazy. My only solution is Ape, Evolved Ape. If I make this close combat, even without close combat, Ape with Fake Out plus Overheat plus Mach Punch. So I will be deleting Low Sweep, which is actually a really good idea. Always kills, even without the reduction. I can make sure I switch into a knockoff with no item, which deals minimum damage, and I will just risk a crit on this. I know it looks really bad, like risking a crit, but there's just nothing that fights this guy, also with some sort of slot compression. The good thing about Ape is that it also is the best lead for this Magnezone. It kills it for free, completely free. It does nothing. I fake out overhit kill. It's as simple. So that's the main reason why I also need Ape. Like, for example, here Arcanine does it decently, like it never dies and stuff like that, but then I have no good Rotom 1v1 mods. Like, this guy works, but it gets a lot more complicated. With Ape I achieve both slot compression and Giora 1v1. Also, this line should be sackless, if I'm correct, but well, I'm just getting ahead of myself. The thing is, I have to evolve this guy, like, always. So why not make some use of it and use it for the previous fight, which then like becomes the freest fight you'll ever see. And that's what we will be looking at right now. This is my line for this fight. Where's, yeah, this guy. Okay, Broom and Hariyama. I go Silk Scarf on Hariyama, Muscle Band on Ape. So they start with Blazzle and Minun. They have the plus and minus abilities, which are effectively a +1 special attack boost. And they are really annoying to deal with, helping hand, like bullshit. So we will be making Ape work quite a lot here. Ape is the only mon that can ever one-shot this Klinklang. Also, it's faster than everything on their team. So we'll be clearing the Minun side first. And then one-shot the Klinklang. And then it's 2v1. So I will be doing that by, I believe, leading... Let me see if the turns line up well. Maybe I have to add another mon. Leading Ape. I fake out this guy. It's like 23 plus 72, which is exactly the amount of HP needed. So I fake out this guy, both C-kill with only Thunderbolt, which is important on Basculin. So they both use Thunderbolt as I switch to this. As you can see, Blazzle sees fast kill with Grass Knot after, so it's perfect. And this guy will not see another turn because it will die before doing anything else. There's the possibility that it's helping hands or something, but that doesn't really matter because this is just going to go Bloom or someone that really tanks this Grass Knot. On the same turn that Ape one-shots the Klinklang, right? Let's make sure I'm doing the turns correctly. So turn 1, fake out, go this. Turn 2, kill this guy. Okay, then I go here on the Grass Knot. Turn 3, kill this guy with Overheat. Okay, yeah, this is a turn early. Then probably I can make sure, this is always HPIs on... It's not always HPIs on Breloom. Okay, that's a problem. Maybe I have to go with someone that... Okay, maybe this works, like... Yeah, this definitely baits. So let's do it like this then. Definitely baits HPIs as I'm killing... So again, maybe I will write this down because I'm really bad at remembering on the fly. So, turn 1. Ape fake out Minun. Basculin to Seismitoad. Turn 2. Ape kill Minun. Seismitoad to Tiger. Turn 3. Ape kill Klinklang. Tiger to something else. In this case, maybe Breloom doesn't make sense anymore, so let's just think. This guy's like for sure baiting HPIs, maybe even Grass Knot if it crits or something. And there's this thing where Ape doesn't really one-shot this guy anymore because it hasn't been faked out, so maybe I can go Hariyama. Yeah, just go Hariyama on any of both of these moves. The next turn I can fake out and kill with Ape. So Ape kill, Ape hit slash kill, Blazzle, Hariyama fake out or something. Turn 5, it's this guy on the field, and it can't really do anything to Ape. Like it never one shots Ape. Ape always hits first. It will be -2, so no overhit. But basically, as you can see, always deals enough damage. So there's a bit of a thing going on here, which is if I've used Fake Out already with this guy, it's kind of sitting there. It's also dead probably to crit. If it is taken a grass node, probably not, but in case it's that to like crit or something, I can go here and make sure everything's fine. So ape hit, then Hariyama stay in slash like go Bolton, and then the next turn I always kill. So yeah, it should be free. So let me go over this plan again. So of course you don't want to evolve your ape to just mess up a really easy double battle. On turn 1, this is active. No one sees kill on ape, which is really important. Both see kill on Basculin, both are faster, so they see fast kills. Ape has to fake out the minion. On the next turn, Ape kills the minion, but this one's getting Thunderbolt off anyways on my Basculin. That's why I go Palpitoad. Yeah. Clink Clink like comes in. Yeah. Okay, Ape one-shots. And I've missed one turn, maybe. Wait. Okay. Fake out this. Yeah, go Seismitoad. On the next turn, I kill this. And I go Gligar here on the Grass Knot. On the next turn, I one-shot Klinklang. And go Hariyama on the HPIs probably. On the next turn, fake out kill. Okay, yeah, this should be 2-free. I don't really want to do to go over it anymore. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Like, I accept it. I do have to evolve Ape and teach the new moves. Let's just make sure I have the scales. Yeah, 2 scales, as I should have. And where's the rare candy? Or with the scales, right? There's no reason to be different. Yeah, 2 rare candies. I'm just going to spend one of them. It would be really nice if it could be like avoided. It can't, so I'm just doing the best I can do with what I have. Okay, not this guy. It's important that it's Basculin because it baits a very specific range. No Electro Web or stuff like that. Because everyone always sees Basculin, it should be really, really simple. Alright. One thing is that I want to keep Mach Punch instead of removing it right now. I will teach Brick Break on top of it, and then there's like Sky Uppercut. I will be looking at the decks right now just to see Inferno. And yeah, there's Sky Uppercut at level 36. Which is kind of ass, if I'm completely honest, but I'll just get Aura Sphere later, so it should be fine, and I can always teach Break Break. It deals less damage, but it should be okay. Like I'm just going to ignore Sky Uppercut. It's doing nothing on this one. I already know that I want Aura Sphere on Ape. Although my Ape is higher attack than special attack, but yeah. Aura Sphere never misses, really important for the desert. Overall for any other fight where fighting move is really good, because there's like no good special attackers with the fighting type besides Ape and maybe like Lucario, I think. But well, enough talking. I just give this guy the Silk Scarf right now. I don't think it doesn't need any more, so I'm not going to. Instead, I will be giving you the Muscle Band because Ape does need the Muscle Band. Then I will save in case I do something correctly, right? Because I'm just going to do whatever I wanted to do, not mistake. And can the Ape once. evolves to Infernape. It's going to get Sky Uppercut. And I'm just going to say no. Which is weird, but will make sense. Okay, now I'll teach 2 moves. Fake out. Kill the fake out instead of blow sweep. And overheat. Instead of fire spin, of course. Okay. It should be... Well, let's just check I did everything and then I will save. Yeah, this is like base kick, fake out, overheat, Mach Punch. This is completely fine. It's important because if I miss the range on the aura, Mach Punch means more damage for free. Goes first. Okay, and this is Muscle Band. The other guys don't really need any specific item. I guess I can give this an aura bear in case of Grassmouth crit, but doesn't matter. And same here. Like, just to say. Let's just go in and do the fight. I don't know why, but I feel like I did something wrong on the preparations for the double battle. Not Wattson, like the double battle. Let me just make sure, like, do I have the team? Yeah, these guys will be baiting the Thunderbolts. I've gone over everything like 100 times, so should be doable. Fake out the Minun. Go size Toad, well, Puppy Toad. If for some reason they don't go for Thunderbolt, it will be because of a bug. Because they don't see their boosts or something. That allows me to reset. Or if they go for, like, the targets are extremely clear, so it's probably because of a bug. Okay, now Blaze Kick. The hell out of this guy. We will be seeing Grassnut on Grok. Yeah, that's the expected amount of course, then if you kill each partner, the blast boost, the ability isn't active, it seems like. That's interesting. Right now it has it again, so it should always see kill. Yeah, it definitely sees kill with HPIs. Okay, that's fine then. Overhit the Clink Clang. And go Hariyama. That always kills. Okay, there's hidden power ice. Doesn't deal that much. Blaze Kick and now Fake Out. Yeah, Hariyama can definitely stay in, right? For the Tenny. Doesn't have the boost. So crit never kills. Same for Ape. So both are just going to Saiyan. Okay, Ape's just going to click Blaze Kick. And Hariyama can click like everything except fake out, but I don't know. Let's go with Brick Break. Like it's a fairy type, every single move Hariyama has is okay. Every single move from Hariyama is not very effective. It should kill now. If it doesn't, Burn does it. If not, then Ape kills, but this way it looks better. Okay. Yeah, usually battles can just be easy with your team and stuff, but I tend to doubt more when it's the case that battles are simple. Okay. Next one. Now it's Wattson, the man himself. I'm just going to show my plan, and maybe it doesn't make sense. So let's hope it does. Because then I will have to plan. But well, with Ape, it feels like planning won't take that long. The only problem is that I will be risking stuff, and there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, this is just Arcanine. Now it's Hariyama, which is one of the most random parts of the fight. Big Triple with the Poison Barb. Cloyster with the Never Melt Eyes. And Orbital with no item. That's important. Okay, well, the opener is trivial. Just fake it, overhit this guy, and it's gone. It's a sturdy Custaperi Explosion Magnet Zone, so it's really good that I could just kill it this way. With any other mon, like you are risking Explosion or just taking a ton of damage, but yeah, of course you kill, and that's like the case for Arcanine too. Although Arcanine doesn't die to Explosion because it's a rock type, it's still really bad because it gets hurt for like a lot. So this way it's free. Then after that, the baits, you never bait Lantern. You made Run&Bun instead because it's the only mon that's his skill, even though it's low kill. Well, not. Yeah, Ampharos doesn't see kill. So it's this guy. It's not Lantern. It's not Tiara because although it's faster, like Run&Bun sees kill. I know that with a perfect special defense IP, things change because I have abused this in the past. But yeah, I have really low special defense stats, so it's going to be Run&Bun. It's only using R slash because I'm a fire type, and even if it doesn't see kill for some reason, it's going to click R slash. I can go Arcanine on the resisted move, and with the Cherry Berry I always make sure I hit Rock Slide plus Extreme Speed. This isn't 100% chance to kill though. It's a 94.5% chance. That's a lot lower than I would like, and also it's like a 94. This chance accounts for crits, right? Because for example, if I crit Rock Slide, then I always win, like I always kill. And if I crit Extreme Speed, I always kill. So any crit on any of the two moves makes it a kill, but crit is very unlikely, so it doesn't raise. Like there's cases where you don't crit any of them and just lower both. The one that matters more here is, well, both matter really. It's not one of those cases where you depend on the high damage move, because if Extreme Speed rolls high, you just don't care about Rock Slide rolls. The good thing is that Rock Slide will go first. I could adjust if I wanted to, but there's no ton of ways you can do this with what I want to do for the rush of the fight. So this guy has kind of has to clutch, and if he doesn't, he's just dead, right? I think so, because he takes like, well, it depends. If it rolls, no, it just, well, it has to min roll like everything, and I have to go Cherry Berry because this charge is broken and paralyzes 30% of the time. Hariyama could clean up, Ape could clean up. But yeah, losing this guy would be extremely bad. I'm just going to run the risk, okay? Then, let's assume I kill with this. I will be like, how much? 30%, 40% HP. So that's always the aura. It can be Plasma Fists or Close Combat. Okay, that's kind of a problem if if it can be Plasma Fists, to be honest. Let me see. I was counting, okay, my plan was, this is going to Close Combat. I don't need to drop, but I need this to use knockoff after. If it hits a Plasma Fist, it's going to go for it again. And Ape cannot switch into that. If I go Citrus Berry to like have an item and make sure it's knockoff, even if it's Plasma Fist non-crit, then I will be using the Citrus Berry and it will see that highest damage is actually Plasma Fists most of the time. So yeah, this doesn't really work. The good thing is that I have one slot entirely dedicated to this. So maybe I can like go this and bait Grassnut. Grassnut is similar in damage to knockoff from this, and it's like it does exactly the same job. Like it takes both. It's probably the only mon that takes both of these moves like really well because of the immunity. Yeah, it's like one of the only ones, and the others I have to use. Oh, Electros. Yeah, Electros takes too much. It has to be this guy. Then, well, it doesn't matter. Orbital works here too. Let's make sure it doesn't matter. This will always be Grassnut, even if I have an item, right? Not really. If I have an item, it can be knockoff, which is actually a chance to be even less damage. It doesn't really matter, right? If this crits, I am just dead. So yeah. So I go here on one of these two moves. Non-crit Plasma Fists never kills, even if it crits the first move. Okay, that's good to know. And my flowchart is like Fake Out, which is a free damage. Like, okay, this is Mach Punch, by the way. On my current tape, Fake Out, then Overheat as it goes for Plasma Fist, which can kill if it crits. And if I don't kill, because this like never kills unless I crit, I just go for Mach Punch. And now let me see, because I think this range doesn't always kill. Yeah, it's like 30. This doesn't always kill. Okay, that's really bad. Then I can do the, if it's always Grassnut, I can go an item on Ape. Right, this is always Grassnut if I have no item. So I go here, it's even better. I guess I can go Wise Glasses. Like, yeah. And then it always kills, right? It's like 33. Yeah. Okay, so it has to be Wise Glasses Ape. Of course, if it rolls really high, then Mach Punch always kills. I'm accounting for Mineral into Mineral into Mineral. But yeah, this works. That leaves Ape at very low HP against whatever comes in. Every single mon that's left is slower than Ape. Actually, everything's slower except for Zeraora. So it's going to be Lantern because it's the first mon, and it of course is skill. It probably is skill with random move. And I just go Hariyama. Okay, and this is the most vibe-based choice in this whole fight. And I say that because this isn't really a good 1v1. This is like Silk Scarf. Maybe I should give it I don't know. This was leftovers. So I don't know. Let's give it probably a Citrus Berry or something. Like, yeah. So I go here, I of course Fake Out, and I try to kill with Brick Break. Maybe it's better if I go Muscle Band, but yeah, it doesn't change things that much. I know I don't kill on some cases. So yeah, this is really vibes based. I feel like Citrus Berry makes it so that I win more times. Yeah, I will be taking essentially a random move. If it's Scald and it burns, it's extremely good. Because this guy has the Guts ability, and like this is one of those mons that are really annoying because they threaten every single status condition except poison. So this guy can freeze you, he can paralyze you, he can burn you, he can paralyze you on purpose using Thunder Wave. And usually that's really bad, but with Hariyama, it's not that bad. Of course, paralysis, like the only good status condition here is burn. Freeze is basically you lose probably the whole thing. Like you lose a 1v1, and then I have like no really good mons that 1v1 this guy. I guess I would need to go big triple and hope I hit. I don't get great, and maybe I hit this. It looks really bad, right? And also this guy doesn't like just dies. So this is really vibes based. But yeah, I like kill this guy somehow. Then it has to be Electros, because it's the same situation as before. Ampharos, regular Ampharos, it doesn't calc with Mega Evolved stuff until it does it. Just is almost the same damage ranges as Electros. If for some reason it's Ampharos, then it gets a bit weird, because maybe I have to sack someone, and that someone is probably Gligar, okay? But yeah, because to ensure I kill, Cloyster cannot switch in. Like this is, when this is Mega, it just kills. But well, normally this would be Electros, okay? Then it's like a random move, probably Thunder Punch, depends on my HP. It can also, could be Coil. I hope it's not. I hope I'm low enough. I go here with Poison Barb, and I do need the Poison Barb. It's never coiling because I show fast to hit KO, and this way it works like with the highest damage roll, so you don't have to show a minimum of 50%. And the AI never sets up if you show fast to hit KO or slow one hit KO. That's part of the AI. So it's never coiling, which is really important. And this guy actually 1v1s decently. This is leftovers, so my objective is to hit this like twice. I can also knock off the leftovers, but I almost never guarantee the kill after. So Slash Bomb probably works better here. I Slash Bomb once, and that switched to this, and it would work. But because I don't want to take like Thunder Punch damage plus paralysis, especially paralysis, like the damage, it never kills. I want to kill this guy with Cloyster, because then I'm in front of Ampharos and I will just kill it before it even attacks, right? That's the thing. But to kill this with Cloyster, maybe this is like Thunder Punch always, or never coil, so I go here. Hopefully show kill with Aqua Tail. Very hopefully. That's not that likely. Yeah, it doesn't look very well. Maybe I have to take a Grass Knot on this guy. Or not to. I can't afford to. So maybe like just leave it at enough HP that even with a coil it doesn't do it. Yeah, this probably works, right? I just hit once. Maybe knock off too. Then I go here on the Thunder Punch. Then it's Aqua Tail or Coil as I go here, and with a Coil I just have to, this has to be at this HP. That looks really doable. Then it's Ampharos and I just win, right? The important thing is avoiding a Royal Thunder Punch on Cloyster, because if it paralyzes, which is like 10% of the time, I just lose. I'm already risking the run on a crit on Ape here, and on missing a range with Arcanine. like, yeah, this could survive, but I have to be really lucky. So I'm missing a range, essentially. Technically, okay, now that I'm going Ligar, there's another option, which is to go this. No, you just die. I don't get it. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to say why, but this doesn't work. Okay, so let's just get the mons and do some gambling. If it doesn't go well, we'll be seeing attempt 9, and I will be catching some stuff on the first town again. Also the Hariyama thing, like the Hariyama 1v1 is one of the stupidest things I've ever done on this game. Like, that's probably the stupidest one. Is there anything else I can do? Just let me see. Like my only Electros probably, okay, no, because it's will absorb. Bolton takes too much from Scald, also burn destroys it. I don't really care about Rapidash, but it doesn't take 2 attacks. Like Rapidash can die right now because Ape is here and just deals more and covers every single case Rapidash covers. I guess the only good thing it does that it's a fire type that doesn't bait Psychic. Also it resists like, yeah, but then I have Arcanine for that. Yeah, this guy can die. Okay, it's like the only the easiest mon to sack on my box is this guy. But there's no good. Okay, remove this guy though. What was I saying? Yeah, for Lantern. You can try to bring any of these guys. They just take too much from water type moves. Any like grass type takes too much from Ice Beam. It's Hariyama, like it has too much HP, so it works. I hope. Okay, so it's Arcanine. I can see. If you can't, then I can't. Then this, then this. Okay, remove items and be very careful about what I give everyone. The Ape is actually Muscle Band, so that was correct, because I don't guarantee the range on the aura unless I go Muscle Band. And that's like really important. I'm already risking a crit, I'm not going to risk a range on top of that. This has to be Cherry Berry. So for the discharge, Paralysis chance. This is better off with a Citrus Berry. This needs a Poison Barb, like it's not optional. I needed to show the faster hit KO. This needs normal dice to always kill Ampharos. If I don't use it, then I am done. That's why I can go Cherry Berry and switch into Electro's Thunder Punch. Okay, now the thing about Gligar is that I'm pretty sure I saw that I can't go item on this. Yeah, because if I have any item, it sees knockoff, and then I will get my Muscle Band knocked off. We can't have that, so it has to be Grass Knot. So yeah, no item on this guy. That essentially means everything's correct. Muscle Band, Cherry Berry, Citrus Berry, Poison Barb, never multiplies, no item. If I have to sack something, I'm very happy to sack Ligar. It's been a disappointment. Of course, it has 2 immunities, but it is what it is. Any other mon here is really valuable, and it covers a very specific case. I feel like most of my box fulfills that statement, except for Rapidash. Who isn't doing anything the others can't do. But Rapidash isn't the mon I need to bait Grass Knot from Zero, so. Second here, my playlist chose a really weird moment to die. Okay, no, it's fine. Save just in case, you never know what new bug we might discover. Okay. This magnet zone isn't part of the fight at all, like just fake out and overheat. Okay, let me... Before I do anything else, Ape should be wise glasses, not muscle band. So I will look at the ranges for the aura, and if it doesn't matter, then I will be keeping the muscle band. If it matters, I will reset and go again for the correct item. Because that doesn't affect what I've done up until now. Okay, yeah, it matters a lot, so let me just restart. Okay, I know it looks really bad. Again, I've done nothing again yet. Give the guy some glasses. Save. And yeah, nothing happened. Now I fake out as I was going to, as I already did. It's a crit, okay. Overheat always kills. It's like the wise glasses aren't intended for this mon, they are for the Tiara situation 1v1. It will be really funny if I get crit in Tiara and like Ape doesn't get to attack and I just wipe, because then I did all the reset for nothing. We should be seeing Rotom now. If it's not Rotom, I will have a lot of questions. Okay, it's Rotom. It's always going to air slash. No crits here kind of matter. What matters most, if it gets like a really low roll, it's good. That would be like 22 damage. Okay, that's like mid to low roll. It's acceptable. Now I click Rock Slide as it discharges. Also low roll here would be really nice. That's like 48. Isn't that like a lot of damage? Yeah, that's like close to... Okay, but I hit a really good... This is always a kill. It doesn't matter then. Really good. Really good. Now it's Tiara. I paid... Okay, I have an item. I actually paid knockoff. I paid grass knot. I paid like random move. It's more likely to be plasma fists and close combat because they always see kill. It's very likely to be knockoff because only 3 rolls don't see the kill, and it's a bit less likely to be grass knot. None of that should matter, and if it goes for grass knot on Gligar, it's actually good for later. But again, anything's fine. That's a good thing about Gligar, like it does nothing, but its defensive profile is really good. Okay, there's knockoff, I called it. Now we'll be just waiting grass knot. Okay, I can stay in for this one. But yeah, I shouldn't, so go Ape. I don't really care about this grass knot critting or not because it doesn't matter. It can crit. I don't gain anything by it not critting. Okay, there's a crit. That's what I was saying. What it has to not crit is the following plasma fists. Of course, first I fake out. So nothing to see right now. This has to hit plasma fists for normal damage. It can macro, but not crit. And it doesn't crit. So that's Ape, the goat. This doesn't kill most of the time. And it just gets a crit. I had Mag Punch ready, so Doesn't really matter, but yeah, bro is showing off. But I kind of wants to show the clip. Okay, now it's random move. Random attacking move on Hariyama. I don't want to see Ice Beam. And if it's Ice Beam, it's actually okay. But if it doesn't, freeze. That's why I don't want to see Ice Beam. It's never Thunder Wave. Scald Burn would go crazy. Which is something I'm not, you're not going to see me say. Okay, that's like normal. It did how much? 48? That's like almost macro. Had to see it. But yeah, this is free fake out. It will heal with leftovers, but no reason not to do it. Now it's probably optimal to knock off. Hariyama might die here. I don't want to see it die, but might. Thunder Wave is really interesting. If I hit through paralysis, then it's good. Okay, yeah, that's what happens when I get paralyzed though. Okay, let's try again. No, nothing else I can do. Scald. That's probably Citrus Berry range. Citrus Berry really valuable on a mon like this. Okay, knockoff, hits, Guts boosted. No more leftovers. Nice discharge or Scald. Never Ice Beam. But my mons that resist both of those moves don't do anything here, so yeah, I just have to break. Hope I don't get full power this turn mainly. Because I can't, well, I can leave 2 if it doesn't crit. Okay, I can try again. If it crits, of course I die. Okay, no, okay, bro's just doing it for the content, you know. It's just on that drama. No, it's always Electros. I'm like extremely low. Also full random move. Doesn't really matter against Mictrivel. I actually want to see anything but Thunder Punch. Just Thunder Punch can paralyze, and then I'm slower and it gets a lot weirder. Okay, Drain Punch is perfect. It's like the lowest damage roll, like move. Yeah. Now I'm free to Sludge Bomb, but because I have to hit with 2 moves. Maybe I'm better off knocking off first. Yeah, but then what if it paralyzes me? Let's just make sure I damage this guy first. Okay, poison is extremely good. Now I think I can just skip one, like damaging this again. I'm not sure. Let's make sure. If it coils, and I need it to be at 44%, which it will be at, because poison deals more than leftovers recovery. I should be totally fine. So now I go Gligar on a Thunder Punch. It's now always Aqua Tail, even though it doesn't say kill. It can also be Coil, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. Because I kill with Cloyster after this. Okay, I got really lucky. Well, not really lucky, but everything went well, which is what I intended to say. Aqua Tail does nothing to this guy. It's really physically defensive, and it's resisted. No coil mills means I always melt this guy. Let's see, that's killing. First time I use a killing mon. I do have to say that I didn't need that Sludge Bomb poison proc, but there was some fiction, like it could have gotten paralyzed by Thunder Punch, so that proc made it a lot easier. That's Ampharos. Regular Ampharos only sees skill with discharge, but it doesn't matter because it's just lower than my Cloyster. I don't kill with Icicle Spear now, but it's always Mega Evolving. It's forced to, and after Mega Evolving I kill, which is the funny part, because it turns it to part Dragon type and then it's super effective. So yeah, this is a deathless Wattson fight, which isn't impossible, of course, and I wasted one candy for it to be like this, but I'm really low on deaths. Could be lower, but I'm fine with this. Scaling, showing up, dealing exactly enough damage. Not more, not less. And that's Wattson. One more batch. Also looks like if I was like hiding that I'm calking this run, it looks like I just got super lucky many times. Although in practice I got lucky because like the Hariyama thing, where he like made the fight longer for exactly the maximum amount of turns it could have been. That was really funny. Well, let's save. Never know. Now, just level up everyone. Learn Aura Sphere on Ape, I believe. Maybe not yet. This is a bit low. I think there's a level cap after Cycling Road Rival or something. I will see that whenever I get to it. Okay. Endless Candy. Yeah, it's 38. This is really low. So I don't get Sky Uppercut right now. Well, Breakback does the job. Like, this was necessary, of course. Ape decided to crit, but it was necessary for the aura. So I'm not complaining. I get Seismitoad now, at least, which isn't a good mon by any means, as I've seen. But it has, like, the fully evolved mon stats. Okay, let me... Okay, I already removed every single item. No, that's... feels... It's what feels good. Okay, your part is full. I get Tailwind. That's like good, but is it that good? I guess it is. Okay, when am I clicking takedown with this guy? Like never, right? Following me is too useful. Air Raid is also too useful. Quick attack is also too useful. Maybe not on this guy, but yeah, party moves are really important. I don't have that many of them. So it will have to be takedown. Okay, Psyshock. I mean, that's good. It's also really bad if you use it against the wrong mon. I think I can remove the screens. When am I even going to use a screen if I have like 0 solar armor mons? But when I get one, that's a problem. Psybeam is really low damage. Let's just keep Psyshock. Let's invest on getting a... Okay, Earth Power is really powerful. Maybe that's what makes the 1v1s work. Yeah, now I know. Although it would have required the candy, which is what we spent anyway, so... Doesn't really matter. I'm willing to bet that Seismitoad just sucks anyway, even with a wood move. Psychic Fangs is really good. Okay, this is a really awkward situation. I guess I will be removing Submission. Like it's not that high base power, it hurts you. Psychic Fangs looks really powerful. Also it removes, okay, that's, I see why that might matter now. It removes screens. Indeed is calling. Waterfall, like, I guess it's better than Twister. I don't tell. I think I'm not getting this move. It misses too often. Okay, suppresses the ability. I don't see any use case for this. Like, it might have, but not one that justifies removing one of the moves it has. That's the thing. Okay, it's like only Bolton left, yeah. Okay, Bolton. Crunch, well, better than Bite, I guess. But doesn't look... Well, maybe it's good. I feel like I have a lot of good ones against Indeedee. And maybe what I do now is, instead of playing Cycling Road Rival fights, because there's a ton of them, I will just look at Cycling Road Rival. Okay, I think I just saved. Here on stream, and I'm exporting my mons, that's why the sound stops. Okay, that means no more Palpitoad. Okay, let's see how this would have 1v1. I mean, it's not the correct level, but okay, this 1v1s, okay, it doesn't 1v1 Tiara, but it kind of 1v1 Ampharos. Okay, that's a lot better. Good to know for potentially another try, like the next attempt or something, if I get to that. Okay, now I will have to change a ton of stuff here on my documentation. This is like the 4th split, and that takes a lot to load. Just go down, and I'm like Swampert, Cycling Road Rival. So this, yep. So I write here Swampert. Okay. Isn't this crazy? Okay, apparently Bolton's the code. I said nothing. Like, imagine, can Luxray do this? Can any other mon do this? Like, I know my attack IP is high, but you can just go Black Glasses. And then every single Bolton probably kills. Like, 0 IP kills. Well, minus attack doesn't. But that's really strong. I don't know how much. Pangoro works really well too because it's immune and it has like... You can get break on this. I guess it would be a really good idea to get it, but well. This way it doesn't set up any screen, so essentially it works the same way. Then I made probably Swampert. Let's make sure. I mean, this is Unburdened, but does it see it? I think it doesn't. Okay, this looks really well. This looks really well. Or let's not get ahead. Okay, yeah, this is Swampert. Swampert for only Earthquake, which is like one of the best moves to bait from someone. Let me see, does this die too? Yeah, this dies, okay. Because you can just go like here, for example, you can go a ton of stuff. The problem is who kills this guy? It's Rindow Berry, right? So probably Prolum would work. Not really, because it's Avalanche. This dies to Earthquake and Liquidation. Yeah, what am I selecting the ones that die? What about Victorville? Yeah, Poison type, being a fraud. This... I'm surprised it doesn't take more from Avalanche. Yeah, classic Swampert problem. No one kills this guy. Because highest damage is Avalanche with this. I can't even make it. Like I just die if it goes for Avalanche. It does it. Like it's negative priority, but I think this doesn't consider the boost. Is it double or is it 100? In any case, I just die to Avalanche. I could try to intimidate, but for what? To be honest. I think Cloister gets Bullet Seed. But I don't have scales. What I'm saying here is that I don't really take damage from this guy, which is crazy. I mean, defense going crazy here. I can switch into like one of these, and then to hit KO. I'm not faster, but if it curses I am. But then it's like plus defense, so I don't gain tempo from that. So probably I can intimidate. Here, I'm essentially always baiting Avalanche. With correct pre damages, I always bait it. Go here. Just fight it. I mean, and there's nothing else I can say. For some reason, the damage rolls, yeah, these are a bit fake. What about Never Melt Ice? Okay, with Never Melt Ice, then it becomes like extremely likely, like completely likely, and I take any move because this is like not dying to crit probably. Liquidation drop would be really bad, but if it's Avalanche, then I'm completely okay. Okay, no, actually I'm not. This is Earthquake or Curse. Okay, what about... Yeah, this doesn't look good. Yeah, I don't like this, I think. Yeah, this is what happens. I mean, my grass types just suck. Like, I have really bad ground types and really bad grass types. I have two of both, but they just suck. Let's not think about Swampert right now. What can I do to... Like, Electros? This is just too high defense and special defense. This is too bulky. Swampert is really strong. Yeah, well, it's shiny now. It's a grass type. With like a ton of coverage. Probably 8 kills. I'm impressed. I don't always kill. Ah, yeah, it's Assault Best. Okay, that's why. Arcaning kind of also works, but because it's Assault Best, then it doesn't. So yeah, probably Ape. And with like Wise Glasses, I always kill. Or with Muscle Band. It's Dropkick, which you hate to see. How the... Okay, usually we would kill this guy with Ape, right? You just have to be... Brick Break. Yeah, Brick Break kills. And it, like, it does nothing. Well, I mean, it has Pursuit, which is like the bad thing, but if you have Ape in front of this, you just win. Halucha is usually one of the worst mons you can get put against. I think even with Tailwind, I'm not faster with most mons, yeah. And the ones that are faster don't one-shot. So this is probably switch. Bait close combat, preferably. Go Gligar, click Air Release. Twice. And win. This can be Sword Stance. Okay, the thing is, this is Psychic Terrain. For some reason I forgot. So then Ape versus Arena isn't that simple. Am I relying on it for anything else? I think I'm not. Well, this isn't touching Psychic Terrain. Apparently this guy just kills. I think it doesn't work like that, right? Yeah, it actually works like that. Ah, yeah, but this is psychic terrain, so of course psychic type moves will kill. Orbital kinda deals with this guy, kinda packs him up. Okay, no. Acrobatics Holo just kills it. Yeah, Orbital never does anything. It sucks. Okay, then it's probably this. And Psychic C doesn't matter. Then Gardevoir, I'm lucky that I have Lairon because it doesn't always kill. That's kind of cringe. And this is Destiny Bond, so what am I expected to do? Like maybe hit this once? Lowered speed? It's still faster? Because it's fucking timid every... Ah yeah, it's Focus Sash, it doesn't really matter, I would need to hit this twice. It's going to Destiny Bond. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. So you have to go to a different one. Maybe sack something, or like Rapidash could die here, it could also die later. And well, let's assume I have to use Rapidash for this. Well, actually I will have a look at other options. Can I Dex any move? It's not naturally faster, which is the problem. A brave few months. Okay, Rapidash probably comes to this one. This guy is under control, this guy is under control, Okay, it's a fucking Swampert. What about Hariyama? Hariyama is usually the goat. He can be the goat for one more fight. Not really. It's just too bulky. Even Hariyama with like God's Choice Band doesn't kill. Okay. I mean, of course it would be free. With no Rindoberry Swampert, well, not really free, but doable. Like, Breloom doesn't even get close to killing it. Because Breloom has really low special attack and getting Giga Drain is stupid. Maybe I could go like use knockoff here with this guy, but if I use knockoff, why not just use Energy Ball, which removes the item and deals more damage. I can try to get hit with a contact move. That's only liquidation though. Maybe I have to try and get something else. I don't know if I have any encounter that actually can do anything to Swampert. Because my other option is Bolton deals a ton of damage because of Psychic Fangs. Like probably Vasculine too. Yeah, but Bolton is a lot better because of Strong Jaw, I'm guessing. So I just like sack something maybe, or like hit once, then switch. And finish it out, like do a 2-mon, not necessarily sack fight. Here Cloyster kind of works because you go Avalanche and hit him with the Icicle Spear. It's going to curse probably because they love to do what you don't want it to do. Okay, but then I'm faster. And I live like another one. So I hit for like this amount. It can curse again. No, it can't because it sees I to hit KO, so it's not going to curse anymore. It can Earthquake, Crit probably kills, probably not even. Yeah, crit never kills. I just hit 2 more times. And I always kill because of how the damage rolls stack up. Like this is exactly enough to always kill with 3 icicle spears. Because it's like 90 plus 45 HP and that's all you need to know. It's like 45 every single time, so it's 45 times 3. This is a beautiful damage range. Okay, then probably this does it. The only thing I have to do is go here and okay, go to something that beats avalanche. That's not that simple. I mean, liquidation doesn't really work, yeah. It has to be... Actually, this isn't possible. It has to be something that beats avalanche. How does avalanche work on the AI? I think it doesn't have any kind of special AI, but let's just make sure. So what I will do is show this. Yeah, it's like just another move. And that's really bad because with the boost, it will be the only move that's his skill, but they don't want to be predictable because avalanche makes it so that mons are slower. It's a negative priority move. Okay, what can I do? Bait. Okay. Interesting thing to note here. Rapidash actually fights Arena, I think always. Okay, maybe not always. But if I switch into something that's not dropkick, then yes. So maybe I can just not bring Ape. I'm not sure about that because this is like Houndoom and this is faster than every single mon, so maybe it's like Rapidash the one that it doesn't do. I can bring the mon that baits avalanche. I mean, this is a 50-50 and it can also be cursed, which is really bad, so with enough pre-damage I guess I will pre-damage so that it's a 50-50. And then I will just risk the crit, but if it gets a drop, well, then I'm just like dead to +1 earthquake. Yeah, that's kind of... You really want to bait avalanche from this. Who baits avalanche? Roloom. Yeah, any... Okay, not any grass type apparently. Who is like... Yeah, because this is quite weak, but it's also weak to liquidation, which is stab boosted more base damage. Who dies to avalanche? Like regular avalanche. No one to crit. Yeah, just both of these guys. Most aren't even going to bait it. So it has to be a 50-50 with this guy, or yeah, the good thing about this guy that it also fights Holocha. Problem is like the opposite. It baits acrobatics and just dies. So then I will run the 50-50. Go here, potentially lose this guy, but it will have dealt like enough, I hope. And Bolton can finish it off or something like that. Or like I go Rapidash, hit once, then go Bolton, then it works. Which is really bad, but like it works. I mean, that's definitely a lot better, like a lot better than Cycling Road Rival on my last attempt. On attempt 6. So I will just go with this. Okay, I will be saving this list of mons. Not everything's covered, but most of it is. So this will be it. To be honest, I don't really want to do normal fights after calking this, so I will just stop here for today. It has been quite a short one. Like I was getting used to doing 2 hours, but yeah, doing Wattson, the calking fights, is what takes most of my energy. If fights are simple and I have some of them pre-calced, then it's a lot better. Also, it's a bit late, which matters for getting tired, I guess. So yeah, let's save it here. Be happy with no deaths. Be happy that I have a decent cycling road rival. Probably with 1 sack or something, but we'll figure that out. And yeah, peace.